What's going on, guys? Cod Minecraft 100 here, and in this video will be a straightforward, no nonsense, ultimate Easter egg tutorial on the map Vesuvius. Let's get to it. So to kick things off, what you want to do is sort of have your prerequisites for this map handle in order to start the main quest, and these prerequisites will include turning on all 3 power switches, as well as getting the Ancient of Pompeii. And again, like I've said previously in my other Easter egg tutorials, if you don't know how to get these, if you don't know how to turn on power or get the wonder weapon, there is a guide on my channel. But anyways, once you have these 2 prerequisites down, as you can see, this quartz block will now be open, and as you can see, if you can look through the room, there are pistons that block the walkway of the room. In order to get rid of these pistons, you'll have to complete a series of steps. Now, there are 3 different challenges. There is a jumping aid challenge, a cherry bomb challenge, and a tombstone challenge. Quick note, you can complete these challenges in any order that you would like, but for the purpose of this video, I'd like to go from left to right. So as you can see previously, I started up my first challenge, which is the jumping aid challenge. And what you want to do with this challenge is basically kill mobs until a creeper spawns. And once you see a creeper spawn, what you want to do is walk it over to this cage made of doors here. And once you walk it over here, you want to get it to step in the middle of the doors so that the pressure plate goes off, locking the keeper inside the doors, being a cage. So the tricky thing about this step is that other mobs like zombies will lock themselves, as you can see here, inside the cage. What you want to do is open one of the doors, kill the zombie, leaving them open so that one of the creepers that spawn can lock themselves in the cage. Once you have gotten a keeper in one of the locations, there are 2 more locations that you'll have to trap keepers inside the pressure plate cage doors, as I'll show right now. So the next 2 locations will be back in the main area of the map, one on each side of the map. So if we start with the red side, head up these stairs and turn to the left in the power switch room, straight all the way to the back past the power switch. On our right side, we will find our next location for the keeper trap. The third and final location will be all the way on the other side, so I'll give you guys a nice gameplay of me riding the minecart here. But right after we get off the minecart, we want to head down these stairs, jump down, and the last and final location will be sitting right here. Now that you have trapped the 3 different keepers at the 3 different locations, you are now welcome to pick up your achievement for this challenge, which is the jumping A Perk. Now that you have completed a challenge, if you come back to Pack-a-Punch, you'll realize that one of the pistons have been removed, indicating that you're getting closer and closer to getting through this room. Now that your jumping A challenge is complete, we now have out of 2 challenges to choose from. Again, as I stated previously, for the purpose of this video, we'll go from left to right. So cherry bomb will be the next challenge that we do. So there are 3 different locations for this circle piece right here. One is right there where the volcano is, and 2 is both are outside of spawn. This circle right here is right in front of this mob spawner, and the next circle is right in front of the door where you buy to, outside of starting room. So what you're gonna do is you want to make sure you have yourself a bow and arrow, so that now once you have your bow and arrow and is ready, your task is to ride a minecart, and carefully, as you see in my gameplay here, you want to aim your bow and make sure you shoot into the circle like I did. As you can see, once you shoot into the circle, you can see my arrow in the circle, and you can see the circle turn from blue to red. Now for the next circle, you want to ride the minecart from this location, turn around and shoot. Make sure you get inside that circle like I did again. The arrow disappeared, but you can see it for a split second. the circle turned red, and now we're finished. The last and final location, what you want to do is you want to run up these steps and run up here, and through this little bridge you want to stand on this quartz block and shoot all the way from over here. So what I did was spam my bow and arrow, and I just waited till the circle turned red. As you can see here, soon enough the circle turns red, and we are finished with the circle. Well, this is part one of this step. Once you have shot an arrow inside the circle and turned it from blue to red, your next objective is to kill a horde of mobs while trying to stay as closest to the circle as possible. This could be a bit challenging, so I do recommend Damage Aid as well as your Ancient of Pompeii Wonder Weapon to finish this step off. Once you are finished, you'll see that the circle will turn from red to quartz block, indicating that you have finished the step. Your objective is to do this in the 2 other locations to complete this step. Once this step is completed, you'll see that the gold block is opened up, and you'll be able to pick up your cherry bomb. Now that you have finished this second to last challenge for this Easter egg, you'll witness that the other piston block has opened up, leaving there one more piston block to open up in this room. You are now down to one last challenge, and it is the Tombstone challenge. Me personally, I think it's the easiest challenge out of all 3 of them. So like the other 3 challenges, there are 3 locations that you want to focus on. One of the locations is right here up top through this bridge. The second one is across the bridge over here, and the third and final location is going to be through the walkway past starting room, up these steps where the main power switch is, and it's going to be on the second level of this room. Now what your objective is to do is you want to make sure you have another bow, and basically simply repeat the pattern that's on the wall on the floor with your bow. So as you can see, I shot the top third, then I shot the middle third, repeated, then I shot the last of the second row, the second, and then I shot the first of the last row, completing. You'll know that this is completed when the pattern is repeated now on the floor. You want to do this for the 2 other locations. As you can see, my pattern for this location was simply just the 4 corners. I repeated that, and now as you can see, it has repeated on the floor. And I've done the same thing for the last and final pattern right there. Once you have finished, you want to take your last and final challenge, which is Tombstone. They will grant you a totem of undying, and now ladies and gentlemen, we are on to the boss fight. So now that all challenges are complete, what you want to do is head back to Pack-a-Punch where the Easter egg room is. So what you want to do is head through starting room, down these steps, and straight to the back past Pack-a-Punch. You'll get back to the room area, and once you get deeply inside this room area, you'll see a dispenser. You want to click that dispenser, and out of this dispenser will give you the flame of Vesuvius. What you want to do with this flame of Vesuvius is you want to take it back to the volcano, and basically just hold the flame of Vesuvius up to the volcano, and boom, we are in the boss fight. We spawn inside the volcano. So you'll see TNT. You want to walk up to the TNT with your flame of Vesuvius, blow the TNT up. Again, there will be another location with this. Blow the TNT up, walk in, and ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the boss fight. So the first wave of this boss fight isn't too challenging if you have fire resistance or mainly quick revive, which are the 2 things that I highly recommend. Quick revive mainly being the one. All you will really have to do is worry about the wither skeletons, but you can simply breeze through the first round if you have quick revive. But during the second round, it gets much more challenging. As you can see in a little bit, I lose my totem of undying. But in these later rounds, you will also have zombie pigmen, which really saved me in this boss fight. Is I highly recommend you don't touch the zombie pigmen, because if you do and they all attack you, it gets much more difficult. But in these later rounds, what you also want to be doing is you want to be looking at the back of the monster's head. As you can see, if you have a flame bow, which is what I forgot to mention, I highly recommend a flame bow so that you can shoot the back of the monster's head and put an end to this boss fight. Once you have officially defeated the monster for this boss fight, the iron bars will open up and you'll be able to walk inside this little room with a final ending Easter egg quote that we won't go into too much for this video. But once you do the Easter egg, you can look at it yourself. But if you're on co-op, make sure everyone's in the room so that a button will spawn and everyone can teleport out. Once you teleport out, it is official, ladies and gentlemen. You have completed the Easter egg on the zombies map Vesuvius. Once you turn around, you'll be hit with a ton of XP. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed this ultimate Easter egg guide for this zombies map. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. If you want to try out this map, I have my PlayStation name in the comment section below. Anyways, that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.